is in Arizona. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show. James, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Ramsey. How are you?
Better than I deserve. How can I help?
Good. Hey, so going through a life-changing event right now, and I just wanted to get your opinion on a couple of things. One, so I'm going to be going through a divorce pretty soon here, and I was just wondering if I should sell my house or keep it and just buy my wife out. Yeah.
I'm sorry. How long are you married?
5 years.
Wow. What happened?
Just a lot of disagreements. So I have a child from a past relationship that is not biologically mine, but I raised her since she was 6 years old. And it came to the point where my wife just didn't want to accept her anymore. And, you know, she's 13 years old now, but my ex, her mother of the other daughter, she had a lot to do with it, just caused a lot of problems between me and my wife. Yeah, so now we're at this point now, and we're separated now. I moved out of the house. She's still living there. But
so what is the house worth?
The house is worth about between $260 and $270.
And what do you guys owe on it?
About $183.
And what do you make a year?
$100K.
Okay. Any other debts that the two of you have to deal with?
That we do? No, I do have a couple of debts. Like I have about $7,000 of past child support, which I've been trying to settle with my ex on that as well. So we should be coming to some agreement here pretty soon. I owe about.
All right, there's another child somewhere?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So basically, with that, the other child that's not biologically mine, I do have a child that is biologically mine with that.
I got you. Okay.
With her mother as well.
Making sure I understood. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And so, do you have custody of any of these children?
Joint custody.
Joint.
Just the one that's biologically mine.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're going through this. I've got a friend that does divorce counseling, and she says that a divorce, once the decision is made, and it sounds very clear that this decision is made, then it turns a marriage into a business transaction. And so there's two pieces of business here that you need to consider. One is you would never leave someone in the home that you're on the mortgage unless it's you.
Okay.
So that would mean the house is either sold if she's staying in, if she can't, it's either refinanced into her name or it's sold or it's refinanced into your name. The second thing I would look at is I would just ask myself, if all this weren't going on and I make $100,000 a year with a few other miscellaneous debts here, as a single guy, would I buy that house? And the answer is probably not.
Okay.
You probably just wouldn't be. I mean, let's just say you're living in an apartment, you're a single guy, which is what you're getting ready to be, right? Yeah. And you're making $100,000, you got a little debt you're cleaning up. Would you go buy this house?
I like the house. But I think down the road I would end up selling it. And you know, mainly the whole question is I feel guilty. I feel bad for my other two children that I currently have with my wife. I feel like I'm kind of kicking them out by selling the house. You know.
Okay, so you have two children with the lady you're divorcing?
No, I have two children with my wife currently.
The one that you're divorcing?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, so is this 4?
I have 3 total that are mine and one that's
13-year-old. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm just making sure I'm keeping count here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, I didn't know they were there until just now.
Yeah.
But if she's going to stay in the house, she needs to refinance it.
She can't afford it. She can't afford
it on her own. Then she shouldn't stay in the house. Then she shouldn't stay in the house.
Okay.
And I don't know why you would move in the house if she's not going to be there, unless you're going to have them 50% of the time, are you?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, it'd be more like 40. So that's part of my other question. I mean, I'm basically at the point right now at my job as well that I was already kind of planning an exit strategy to start my own business. So I don't know if I should just continue on with that or not.
Yeah,
I'm just
I think the
really not
best thing
happy at
for
my job.
her and you is to sell the house and split the equity, and she takes it and goes and gets her a nice place to rent in the similar neighborhood where the schools and so forth are similar, and she stays, in the general area. And that's
Okay.
that's what I would do.
Would you recommend, as far as being the job and the salary that I have? I mean, do you think it would be a good time to start my own business?
I don't think it's a good time emotionally. You got 4 kids in your life that are all going through trauma with this situation. You're going through emotional trauma with this situation. And please don't tell me it's okay, because it's not. It hurts. And I would get emotionally the other side of this and get everything settled down, let the dust settle, get some of this behind you, and then I would talk about maybe starting a business. But I wouldn't do it this year. No, I mean, I wouldn't do it the next 12 months for sure. Hey, thanks for calling. I'm sorry you're going through this.